Hey everybody, this is Factsman, and means one thing. Must be Wednesday, and must be time to whip it out on Wednesday. I gotta say something, guys, seriously. Usually, I'm doing these fucking videos, and I give my picks. For the most part, I don't care. Get out of here. I'm doing a video. My daughter, she won't leave me alone. Um, yeah, I give numbers. Best chance to win. I'm not, like I said, I don't do the stuff my son does with you never hear me talk about public, private, what bullshit. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not. I don't know. Anyway, uh, and it just seems like a lot of times, most of the times, I keep losing my videos, and it sucks. Because I know a lot of you guys are playing them. I know you want to win. I know you guys have heard stories like, oh yeah, I remember when this run came, and I know we did this in tennis. I know we won the $1 million challenge, and I guess you expect it. It's tough for me. I own up to it. I mean, I'm not crying about it, but it just sucks that you know, these videos are so awesome because of me. I'm kidding, but I'd like to win a couple. I mean, it's just but I'm gonna give you some examples, right? I think my son posted some of my tennis plays on the on his. Well, I don't know if he's got a website or Twitter or Facebook or one of them fucking them, what do you call it, them sites that he deals with, them pedophile sites. But I mean, anyway, people say, "Hey, great job on tennis." I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then my son tells me he's been posting my tennis, probably getting the credit. But anyway, so yeah, it's frustrating. I don't need to apologize for it. I don't need somebody to call me God when I win, or tell me to go kill myself when I lose. It's just the way it is. Um, Tomorrow, I probably got about 6 or 7 bets lined up. What do I do? My best bet's in tennis. If I put out tennis video out here, how many are going to watch it, right? No, you don't care. You're sick, feeble-minded motherfuckers that just want to bet baseball. You don't want to win money. You want to bet. No, you don't want to win money. You don't. Tennis. How do you pronounce that Russian's name? I know the way it is. But anyway, you know what? I think I'm getting too old for this. I got old for this. My son brought me back in just when I thought I was out. They brought me back in. I was out. I had nothing to do with this no more. It was done. Too old. I was retiring at 50. Then this motherfucker calls me up and says, let's renew the channel. Let's revive it. You mean let him revive it and reap the rewards? I don't know. It just seems like fucking. You know what it is about being old? I mean, I don't know. This is a broad audience, but like for me, 30 years ago, I was 20. I was 23. Uh, yeah, I was waiting on Jay to be born, right? 30 years ago. Getting old sucks. I mean, it does. I mean, it's like, and I'm not even like old, but I can imagine like 20 years from now, I'm gonna be like fucking 73. I mean, fuck, I never thought I'd make 30, but I'm still beating the wheel. Uh, Getting retroactive money from books from that bet. But I don't know. Like, and another thing, like at 23, you're, and I'm not trying to be perverted here, but for you older guys, you'll understand, or for younger guys, you'll be prepared. At 23, your fucking dick is harder than Chinese arithmetic. That fucker could cut glass. At 33, it seems like it can get hard, but it does. It's like shrunk. How does a guy's dick shrink in 30 years? Now, look, I'm not hung like a fucking tic tac, but my point is, uh, it sucks that my belly gets bigger, my dick gets smaller. Shouldn't that be the other way around? That's like, why are asteroids and hemorrhoids? That should be the other way around too. If you think about it, asteroids, hemorrhoids. Yeah, they need to flip that because that meaning don't make sense. But you know what it is? I think this whole generation sucks, and I really do. And yeah, you gotta fucking listen to this shit if you want to get picks and hear the stuff. This comes with it. This is part of the fucking personality. This is part of the stuff that you have to go through. Sometimes when you want to hit that fucking pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you gotta get a little water on you. This is the water version of the fucking video. Getting a little wet. Especially you females, but that's only because you're human. But again, my dick is not as big as it was, so I can't help you if you're a female and you're listening to this. I can help you, but I'll give you the best 2 inches of my life and 2 minutes. I shouldn't be talking about that shit. Anyway, so it's like, I remember growing up, like I meet a lot of friends of mine. I had actually a guy in the YouTube. He came and seen me, New York kid, good kid. I don't want to mention his name. If he wants to mention that he spent the night here, great. But anyway, it's like when I was a kid, people played ball, stickball, football, in the park, behind the church. You did stuff. You didn't need like the shit that they have today. I go around and I look, and uh, everybody's on a cell phone, Nintendos, fucking Maddens, PlayStations, all this stuff. I never knew what that stuff was. I mean, there was nothing better than hanging out with your buddies, playing different kinds of games outside, and you just don't have that no more. Kids aren't as socially active as they are. I mean, my fucking daughter has got like, Best Buy in her fucking playroom, every electronic device you could have. I'm like, don't you think you should go out and have some fucking friends and save me some money? Uh, but it's just so different. Like, I remember as a kid, you're playing ball with somebody, then you push each other, and then you get into a fight. You know, After the fight is over, you get up, shake hands, hug it out, and you finish playing ball. Today, you get some skinny, crazy motherfucker, 120 pounds, soaking wet, has a beef with you because you looked at him wrong, or you might have said a word that was not politically correct, and this cocksucker comes back with a fucking gun, shoots you, and it's all because the psychiatrist said that he didn't get enough milk from his mommy's titties till he was 12. I mean, it's just like crazy shit. It's his mother. He was a loner. Fuck is a loner. How could you be a loner in today's generation with all these fucking games? But that's it. Some of these games, these are violent games. Me, I played fucking uh, Miss Pac-Man. I played fucking Pong. How violent was that? But I mean, it's like anything else. It's different. Now, if you're married, right? Look, young guys, right now you got a girlfriend or you just got married, right? Here's how this story works. I'm not giving this advice to my son, who's newlywed, so to speak, I guess. But what happens is, in the first couple of years you're married, okay, everything is cool. You get up in the morning, right? Fucking pull out a fucking sword, right? You're ready. It's in the morning. Next thing you know, you're putting the wood to your girl or your wife. Then that's early on. Wait about 7 to 10 years. You roll over. Your fucking wife's got ass breath. Fucking stink. You just turn around, you look at her, and it's like, damn, what happened to them fucking pretty eyes? Fucking suitcases hanging from them eyes. She used to be a pretty girl. Now, I'm not saying that with everybody, but you're at the point where, look, at this point, you know what? I'm going to take my fifth piss, and then I'm going to have some coffee. I ain't fucking, no way, not with that breath. You'd have to put a muzzle on her. Some of them you do. Look, my wife's the greatest person in the world. Good looking girl, for what, 43 or whatever she is. But in the morning, I'd rather fuck the dog. It's got better breath. Not that I know. I mean, I'm guessing. I mean, it can't be worse. That's what I'm saying. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with that. Being old sucks, and you're gonna all be there and fuck you. Talk a little betting, then I'm gonna give you some plays. You know, again, like I said, I hear my son talk a lot about the sharp money, this money, and that, and that's all good. Again, I'm not fucking saying anything about that. But I think at the end of the day, you need to win here, right? Uh, you need to be somewhat on the ball on teams that are going to win. Now, I know a lot of people, and I do it too. If I like a game, if I like a game that's minus 120 and it goes to 180, I'm not going to bet it. But now, if I love a game at minus 120 and it goes to 140 or 145, I think 135 has always been my cutoff. But sometimes you got to swallow that pride in that you got to turn over that textbook and say, look, I mean, I can't be throwing these winners away. So the thing is, I would look at it like, if 20 cents is going to influence the way I feel a pitcher is going to pitch, a tennis player is going to play, a boxer is going to box, then I'm not thinking myself, okay, only for what? For 20 cents. I always hear people buying points in football, idiots. Oh yeah, I'll lay 130 and I'll buy a point to 130 or 135. Well, fuck, it's the same thing, and that's the toughest sport in the world to beat. So the thing is, JJ has the right angle. He's very suspicious. I always taught him to be suspicious of people. So when he sees lines, he takes a lot of things that I say, right? And then he incorporates it what goes around. He knows. I told him, look, nothing in this world, no one's gonna give you nothing for anything. I mean, nothing for nothing. It's not gonna happen. It's too good to be true. It usually is. Typical fathers have bedtime stories, to their kid. They're reading them. My son's like 7, 8 years old, and most fathers are reading Sam I am, green eggs and ham. I mean, no. This is my story because I got this story. This is the one JJ got. Okay, JJ, we're gonna do a little homework, tell you a little story here, right? So basically, look, okay, for the week, Tommy wins $90. He wins $90. No, Tommy loses $90. Tommy loses $90. You know how I know Tommy loses $90? Because Vinny loses 60. But the odd part is Petey wins like 40. So I said, what's the proper scenario? What do you do? JJ says, okay, Dad, here's what I do. I stop by Tommy and pick up the $90. Go to Vinny, pick up the 60, take that money, pay Petey, we're good. But in this occasion, Vinny comes up lame. He don't have his $60. So at that point, I got to charge Buck and Vinny 5% juice on the 60, running currently until he pays it back, and take the rest of the money, call Grandpa, tell him to shut Vinny off till he comes up with the money. In the meantime, I pick up the juice every Tuesday. So that's a smart kid. That's my kid. That motherfucker right there. I want to fucking bash his brains in sometimes, but proud as hell of him. Proud of him. Proud of him. I love that kid. I love him like he was my own son. He is my own son. So tomorrow, before you get nervous, I'm going to give you a baseball play, you sick cocksuckers. Tennis match tomorrow. I am going to play Mannarino. And he's not Italian. He's a French fuck. He's playing. I'm pretty sure it's in Rhode Island against Sandgren, the American. It is in Rhode Island. Typically, if you follow this tournament, I've been to this tournament on a couple of occasions. It's a really nice area. I mean, if you're going to say something nice about Rhode Island, that'd be the best thing you could fucking say is this tournament they have once a year. Sandgren's an American. Americans normally take money. They normally take money on in this tournament. I watched the match today. He looked a little shaky against Eisenman. Eisenman is a fucking mud of all mutts. And he could have lost that match. He looked really, really bad. Mannarino's a better player. He's a better grass player. Head-to-head, they beat him. Now, you might look, people do research. Like, well, I beat him 2-1. He might have beat him 2-1, but he actually beat him 18 games to 10. His wins were 6-1, 6-2 in his sets. So, and the set he lost was on a tiebreaker. So sometimes them stats are misleading. Okay, that's the part about what I got to teach JJ. Not they're steaming this. They're steaming his cock. The guy's a better player. He'll win. That's it. That's what I'm betting. I'm betting that guy. Betting Mannarino. And again, he's from France. Go figure. Another game, like a lot of times there's games that you want to bet on and you're just kind of like, confused. On the ladies' side, I like Samsonova. 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 First name is like Liudmila. She's a Russian. Not bad. She's I don't laugh. I mean, it's not funny, but she's playing a girl whose name is Xin-Yun. I'm not lying. Xinyunhan. That's her name. She got 3 fucking names. Now, to me, that sounds like C4 on the combination platter at the fucking Food King Gardens, Chinese restaurant around the corner from me. And that's just funny as hell because I've ordered this Xin-Yun with steamed broccoli. I know it. But anyway, I don't like this Chinese lady. I'm sorry. I think she gets bullied by the Russian, and I play it. Now, I was going to use this. I don't think you guys are going to get this in on time because it's at 6 a.m. in the morning. The Mannarino match starts at 11 on Wednesday. So depending on what time my jerk-off son posts this, you might be able to get it. Baseball. It's odd. That the Cubs haven't beaten the Reds in a series this year. For some reason, the Reds own them. That's not good enough for me to say I'm going to bet them. But the one thing I like is Sonny Gray's been a really, really good pitcher, and he's been a really good pitcher for them. I mean, he's getting plus 115 against Darvish, and Darvish against the Cubs. I mean, against the Reds, 12 innings, 17 hits, 8 runs, all earned. Gray's pitched okay against the Cubs. I mean, it's not nothing great, but nothing. He's pitching better as time goes by. So, like, that's a play I like. I mean, I think the Reds could win. Probably other ways to bet it. I just don't have the time to break it down. Another game is like the Dodgers and with Pivetta. I don't know if I like the Dodgers, but I know I don't like Pivetta. I know I've watched his last three starts. I've actually watched like tapes of him over and over again, and he's just getting progressively worse. He's giving up home runs. He's just fucking walking people. I mean, he's walking two and a half, three guys, and he's not pitching more than 5 innings. So, I might look at the team total there. I think the Reds would score on them. Uh, I would get 9 at bats. That would make sense. I mean, but I don't want to lay 5.5. I mean, total's going to be 10.5, I think. So I'm thinking that if that's the case, the team total would have to be 5.5. Do I go the Dodgers just the first five? Because that's when he gets in trouble, Pavetta. Do I play over the first five, but the Phillies can't hit? Um, you know, uh, it's like there's so many ways to skin a cat, but you can't find it. It's like a girl walks up to you saying, "Look, I got you. Can do anything you want. Pick a hole." I mean, it's just like, where do you stick it? Where do you stick it? Do you now that no Dodgers first half Dodgers game I don't know. I don't know, but I'm putting that out for you to make that decision. Now I will make a decision come tomorrow, probably based on weather, lineups, or whatever, or I guess today, whenever I'm doing this a day early, so. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I think it was pretty informative. I thought it was nice. It wasn't like crazy stuff that I normally do. I was, I'm on my meds, so that's why I'm not really going berserk. So that's been positive. Uh, what am I taking? I'm taking some shit. I have to take not pain medicine. I have to take medicine because I'm hyperactive and I'm combustible. I blow up for nothing. So I take this kind of medicine. It's like not Prozac. Prozac is like fucking pussy medicine. The medicine that I take, this is like horse tranquilizers. I forgot the name of it, but it's like whenever I tell somebody, like, are you nuts or something? And I'm like, no. Why do you fucking ask? Anyway, I just, but I'm kind of mellow today. Normally I don't, when I do these videos, I haven't yet taken medicine. Anyway, so that's it. 17 minutes. These are getting too long for me. But guys, be nice. And do me a favor. My kids, the other channel my kid does, that SharpSide thing, is that what it's called? But please look at sign up there for him. It's important. It's not a money thing for him. It's not. I think it's more of to see whose cock is bigger. And I just kind of explained to you with me, but I'm guessing he's not. He's not packing either, but I think it's good for him. He's really looking to make a move in his career, and I think he's got the tools and the personality to do it. And I think he could use your help. So I guess thumbs up on this video. The SharpSide channel, sign up there, give thumbs ups there for him, and let's see if we can get this guy in ESPN before long. All right, for everybody. This is Whip It Out Wednesday. I am the Factsman. We're back at you Friday. And for all my friends on YouTube, SharpSide, every other site, whatever it is, have a great day. Good luck, and as always, go fuck yourself.